Megaphone man is back, guys. He is a frequent of the video, and unlike the obvious protected lefty independent media who was not being troubled by the police, sorry guys, trying to get that still, as I said, was not. Oh my god, the wind is blowing my camera back to no end, guys. He's not getting his voice, but just his image to use on a pre-recorded, pre-decided story. Sorry guys, you can see I am completely still. This is all wind here, guys, that's moving this camera. Hopefully Megaphone Man will come and join us and we can get more of his message on camera. We'll get... Sorry, I am honestly not doing well with this. We're just listening to the Lefties. He's got a point there, guys. There was no lollipop waivers for 3 weeks. I don't know what you can hear of Megaphone Man. This is the reaction of the left. They find it funny that a man has got a voice to be heard, and that is an obscure concept to them. Say it loud, say it clear, we don't want illegals here, is the shouts of that man. I can only bring you what's being said. These aren't my words. Police listening to me speaking. I'm just relaying to the camera the words of the gentleman across the road, because I don't know how well you can hear it. I assume not particularly well. They've lost their voice now, chance of they've lost their voice. And let's just film this interaction, guys, because it's, I think, there's somebody from a hotel approaching, crossing the road now, more than happily walking. Hi mate, are you a resident? Are you a resident here? Yeah? What do you think about the protest here? Excuse me. No comment from the resident. We try and get everyone's voice, guys. We've had the voice of the police, we've had the voice of the left. We even try and get the voice of the residents, asking them how the protests make them feel. Want to know if it's making a difference to the people inside. But everyone's saying who we're just here to intimidate the people inside the hotel. You see that gentleman there, a clear resident of the hotel, with his expensive phone, his expensive looking clothes, AirPods in his ear.
Turning up today, and it's a proud day. Hello matey, how are you doing?
We've got Megaphone Man back. Hi matey.
Today, well done.
Lots of love.
You know, and it's a proud day. Well done everybody for turning up, because it's hot weather. It's the loyal patriots, the diehards that are here today. Maybe not as many as usual, but we're doing all right.
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah. Wait now. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Hey guys, does everyone want to come together?
Yeah, if everybody would like to come up here for a moment, please.
I would also, we should let everyone hear this. Minute silence from the left and the right.
Yeah. Also, those people on the left, if they'd like to come over to have a 1 minute silence for those that died yesterday in Manchester.
Just that, guys, we're going to have a minute silence for those of Manchester. If you'd like to join in, you don't have to join us, but join in a minute silence to show respect, please.
By jihadists, would you like to come and chat? No, they're not interested.
You're going to put our differences aside for 1
Jewish
minute.
lives don't matter, only Palestinian lives matter. Let's
That
back on.
is the...
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so...
I'll time it.
Yeah, you tell me. We're going to do the 1 minute silence in respect for those that died yesterday. Tragic, it was indeed. We're doing it yet? We're
Start.
Right, now, starting 1 minute from now. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for that.
Well done, everyone there.
I'll say that about this stand-up to racist people. They wouldn't even put the differences aside for 1 minute today, so...
That's it, guys. We sent an invitation there to the left. We didn't expect them to accept it, but the invitation was there to have a minute's silence to mourn the loss that the Jewish community has felt after that dreadful attack on Yom Kippur in the synagogue in Manchester. I will clip that out, guys, and it won't get a lot of views because it's a silent video. It won't be pushed by YouTube because it's a silent video, but I'm going to clip that out of this video to show the world and to show everyone. If anyone sees it, give it a like and a comment for, you know, a minute's silence from the Patriots here. And everyone who was involved, well done. That was actually touching. I'm not a religious person, but I still have emotions, guys. To see people come together, just that felt to be a part of a moment that was real solidarity. NG10 reports. Yes, Mr. Megaphone Man.
See you when you're not recording.
Sorry?
I'm going to see you when you're not recording.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have a chat now, guys. We will bring you back. Gather the evidence of the evidence gatherers. Notice when I came over from their side to me, I had signs rammed in my face and people trying to intimidate.
I ain't got any on sticks today, so fine.
But yeah, everyone just largely ignoring the gentleman who's been completely fine with everyone. I'm not going to try and cause debate, but I'm just saying it's a bit ironic that the so-called, violent right-wing racists and thugs are more than happy to allow the press from one side to another, regardless of what side you stand on. Nobody's bothered. We even invited the left-wingers to come and join our minute's silence, and they did not, which is fine. If their hatred of us is so much that they can't stand with us for 1 minute of their time, we are that vile to them, then why would they take a minute's silence for someone that one of their heroes has enacted on made a horrible decision to attack a synagogue on the Jewish faith's most holy day. So another failing from the lefties there, but a victory, and not just virtual signalling, but a moral victory there for the Patriots to come together. I don't think there is a Jewish face amongst us, and as I was saying when I spoke to Annie earlier, we wouldn't know because they integrate so brilliantly into our society for the most part. There is a small gathering. Let's do a head count, guys, because I think, despite the fact that the lefties are appearing to be spread out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We know this is what the left believe as well. You were chanting it in Chesterfield. Come on, guys, we're trying to find common ground here. There we go. Is that something we can all agree on, guys? Have we found common ground between the left and the right? I believe we have. The left and the right are fed up of Keir Starmer and his authoritarian ways. You should see that as a message, Starmer. that even people who are abhorrently against each other wouldn't join for a minute's silence, will still smile, give a cheeky cheer, and be happy for you to be called an absolute wanker. So, although it is a small crowd, we never did our head count of the lefties. Oh, and don't forget we've got a dog. I can't remember the numbers, but you go back and check. And one more there. Lefties, 1, 2, 3, including press on their side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Maybe 1 or 2 more people on the left if you include their press members, which I did not include myself in.
Save the nation, deportation, 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 save the nation, deportation. Where are the women and children? Where are they indeed? Because these men are supposedly fleeing persecution, but why are they fleeing their wives? Why are they fleeing their children? Why are they fleeing their families? Why is there only 140 fighting-age men in this hotel? Where are the women and
140
children?
fighting-age men inside this hotel, and it's a cold and windy day here, guys. And it appears that the immigrants inside. Are too warm. Maybe the heating's on a bit too high for them, because they have all of their windows open. Not everyone, but a few of them do have their windows open. So whilst you struggle to afford your heating, just know these buildings are too warm in the midst of a storm for the immigrants, for the illegal money grabbers that have broken into our country from war-torn France, are once again taking the mick out of me and out of you and everyone who pays tax in this country by opening their windows on a particularly chilly day, because presumably it's too warm. Either that or our activity is getting to them so much that they need to hear about it. They need to be on the front lines like us. Well, if you want to be on the front lines, come out with a camera. Be a member of the media. Say no to the press. We're independent, guys. Come on, guys. We're independent. This is the behaviour. This is the behaviour that the left displayed that we didn't like to see.
Take his camera over there, please.
It's causing problems. Please, come on, guys. We are independent. I have to go and speak to the people of that side. So that is just making it a bit more difficult to make every voice heard. Sorry? They wasn't very happy to speak to me. One person tried to speak to me and then was immediately silenced by members of his own group. They would rather censor him speaking to me than have a heartfelt message from that guy to YouTube or wherever people will see it. So, yeah, you know, it's friendly fire. It's friendly fire over there as far as I'm concerned. So guys, like I said, I don't appreciate the intimidation tactics. I want to be free to travel from side to side, and a small group of the right, we're telling the guy over there to go away. But at the end of the day, there were much more members of the left doing the same to me, and like I said, I want to be able to go over and get my story from the left. They want to be able to come over and get their story from the right. The difference is my story is all on video, largely unedited. You know, I cut things together, but I never remove anything that I've filmed or anything like that. It is literally just showing you what I see. That's why I keep a lot of so-called B-roll in my footage, because I don't want to chop it up. I don't want to be accused of editing out, you know, if a lefty has had a potential a potential faux pas, or if they've had a potential bright spark moment that might change some minds of the viewers, because we're not here to be an echo chamber. We are here to get a voice from the left and the right. Just have a quick chat, guys. We are still being vehemently recorded by Mrs. C over there. I don't think that's violating any YouTube laws, but they are pointing their cameras, as are we, as are they allowed to, as are we. And I will leave it in the video there, guys, standing up for evidently a member of the Lefty press, because I believe in free speech for everyone, freedom of expression for everyone. Just because their ideas do not align with mine doesn't mean they should be stopped from doing their recording, capturing their images. It is a legal process, and unfortunately for that reporter, or whatever he claims to be, the cameraman, he wasn't willing to stand up to the police when they came over. I would have backed him up all the way.
And his latest plan is to introduce digital ID cards to solve the immigration
Oh, we
crisis.
are speaking about brick card now, guys.
It won't stop one single boat from crossing the channel. It's a smokescreen to bring in an Orwellian police state that will control every aspect of our lives. The government's solution to everything seems to be more control and higher taxes. Well, we've got a message for Starbody's government. We will not comply. We will not comply with your digital ID. We will not be controlled into an Orwellian state, dystopian nightmare.
Did you hear that, guys?
They might like it, but we don't.
I don't think that's another thing that the left and the right seem to all be united on, is that digital ID is a terrible idea. I can't speak for all of the left that are here, but the left that I spoke to in Chesterfield that actually bothered having a conversation with me believe that digital ID is a farce, a poor idea, and just for control. Even the left do not think that this will curb illegal immigration, which is something they're not even interested in doing, as they are here to say that immigrants are welcome. But even the left say that this is an absolute abhorrent plan with no base in reality. So, guys, just bringing you a bit of an update on the people that were here last week. It does appear that they are at least somewhat local, at least some of them are, because they appear to have come from a group called Derbyshire Refugee Solidarity. Genuine refugees are most welcome in this country. Just look at the action that was taken by this country when Ukraine was first under attack. We welcomed thousands from Ukraine, and I didn't see any protests about Ukrainians at all, and I don't think you did either. This is all about the immigrants that come over from France.
Sending Coast Guard, they've been sending Coast Guard to the migrants in this hotel. Welcome them to Erewash.
So, as I was saying, guys, is Derbyshire, I cannot remember, sorry, my brain is like a sieve, Derbyshire Refugee Sanctuary or something like that. I said it before, right, I made sure I got the name right once. What more do you want from me, guys? I can't remember everything, but as I was saying, that is an update on who was here last week, but this is a different group than is amongst us today. I want to keep drawing attention to this, guys, because people say to me, what are the point of these protests? What are these protests achieving? And in my eyes, the fact that Best Western has taken their name and signage off of this hotel is an achievement. It's shown that because we have been here week after week protesting against them housing migrants, then the company, the head office, whomever, has decided that we cannot have this embarrassment on our name. And I believe it went up directly after some of Shadow Knots' footage of the migrants hugging the silent left was shared by Paul Joseph Watson on his video. Thank you again, I mentioned in the comments, but thank you for bringing attention to our little gatherings. Well, the little gatherings that I cover. Absolute shout out to him, but he's got enough subscribers. Maybe he should shout me out or Shadow Knots out when he's using the videos. Just saying there. But yeah, that is an achievement. That is what this has achieved. The fact that we have a meeting coming up in Ilkeston at the council office. I am just going to come around the other side of this and show you the main sign as well as I'm talking. But the fact that we have a meeting at the council office discussing action against this, as Guramat mentioned in an earlier video, they have. That is another accomplishment that I don't believe would have come about. So we are right into the wind now. I'm just showing you this sign is also gone. It's because the site is an embarrassment to the Best Western Hotel. So, as we say, the signage has gone. There is a council meeting, and we are being heard far and wide on YouTube, raising awareness. All of these are what we have achieved by coming here week after week. We've got one brave man here showing his flag directly to the left, saying, well, not to put words in his mouth, I think a lot of people here to say this is Britain, this is England, perhaps British for the British, but that doesn't mean anything to do with skin colour or ethnicity. Britain is just as much as a culture as any other culture. We have a history of colonising, but that is a part of our culture. We spread. I'm not going to try and defend entirely the British Empire, but across we put an end to slavery. I do believe the official figures is that we lost more money by ending slavery and the costs of doing so than we ever made as a nation from slavery. You'll have to fact check that. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure I read that recently, because there has been a lot of people mentioning that how the British Empire is getting a lot of hate, but we were the first and only nation at the time willing to stand up and say this slave trade shall not go on anymore. Other great achievements from the British Empire, and as a direct result of colonisation, was bringing technology and railroads across the world, places like India, North Africa, etc. We exported our once great criminal justice system globally. We made countries that are only what they are today because of us: Australia, America, Canada, New Zealand. They all hold, or have held in the past, the British Union flag as part of their own flag, and they've taken that as part of their own heritage. Just get that. So clear support for the right and a bit of hatred towards the left there, but that is what we're doing, is getting the voice of the people. So if that's what the people want to decide they're going to do as they pass, that is the voice you are going to hear. And that was rude hand gestures to these people and beeps and cheers to these people. I have noticed there's an awful lot of police gathering on this side, and no real police other than the one who tried to infringe our rights earlier is wandering about there. But the police do seem to be paying a little bit of undeserved attention to the right, in my opinion, but yet it is the right that's pushing the boundaries, let's not lie. People like me filming is probably keeping them on edge. I'm just going to go and chat to this cameraman over here, because Hi mate, I just wanted to apologise for the actions of those lads when you was trying to take photos. You're here as an independent media, just like me. You didn't deserve that. I've had a word with them off camera and said, look, at the end of the day, we're all just here to try and get a story. The more things that happen like that is just going to stop my filming and other people's filming, and it's not on. So just wanted to say, like, you seem to be being left in a lot more peace than I was on this side, which is fine. But hopefully, if you do come over and take cameras again, I'll always stand up for you. Yeah. Free speech absolutist. Yeah. So
freedom of press.
That's it. Freedom of speech, freedom of press. We don't need press cards like the police try and tell us we do. I don't know if you have one or not.
For certain laws, though, you do need.
For certain laws, but for today's protest,
then there wouldn't be mobility. You need press cards,
Yeah. But so like I said, from my standpoint, you're more than welcome on our side. Everyone's trying to gather a story. We're just trying to have a conversation, and everyone's voice it deserves to be heard. Yeah. So,
cheers.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. So like I said to that gentleman, everyone's got a right to film. Everyone's protected by Section 17, not just me. And I have had a word with those lads off camera about said things. So yeah. Just basically, we're just over here really, just to walk away from the police. Police are following us, show the behaviour of the left versus the right. And I did want to go and apologise to that young man for just trying to get his photographs, and he was rudely accosted by some people. But we've had a word, and they say they understand. So I've explained there's no need to be show hatred towards these people just because our views do not align. That is by the by. We are all human, as the people last week said. We all have opinions, and we all deserve to have them heard. So what does anyone on this side think of digital ID? Because I've defended the side of the left on that, because when everyone I've spoken to have said it's a bad idea. More silence from the left regarding digital ID. A lot of covered faces, so I don't imagine they are down for digital ID. The brick card scheme, as it shall be named, as Stasi Sama has said. I'm just keeping my distance, guys. I'm not pushing cameras in faces. This will be going ahead, whether we like it or not. 2.6 million when I last checked signatures weren't enough to have the voice of the people heard in Parliament. So whether you're left-leaning or right-leaning, Keir Starmer has together we are stronger. You may agree with that, some people may not. That's your message. And we're being filmed again by Mrs. C. We'll make sure not to out you any more than that, Mrs. C, even though you'll try and get our videos taken down again, I'm sure. Please don't touch me with your sign. I'm being approached and assaulted now. Not interested. Assault? Yes, do you know the definition of assault? It's unwanted contact, and that's just happened to me. I'm not going to... Who are you pointing at? We've had this conversation with police already. Are you trying to silence everybody who doesn't agree with you? I'm trying to speak with people who don't agree with me. If you've got a message, let's have it heard. You just want to try and surround me, intimidate me, put signs in my face, and I'm not very intimidated. I'm sorry, you all look like a lovely bunch. You're not scaring me off.
It's funny, you're going to intimidate the women.
Pardon?
Great, isn't it?
Oh, it was a lovely day. I see you last week. I wasn't intimidating anybody last week. No, thank you. They've approached me. You've watched it with your own eyes, so don't tell me off. No, sorry, sir. Whoa, an accidental bump into the police because I didn't see him because I've got my hood up because it's cold. Calm down. Hi, matey. We've seen you at a couple of protests. What do you think about the people that are gathering here today, and what do you think about the attack in Manchester on Yom Kippur?
Absolutely disgraceful.
Absolutely disgraceful. That is the truth. Well, they're not happy to have their voices heard. The left trying to cancel conversation as usual, even going as far as censoring people within their own group. What do you make of the almost celebratory protests in London following the attack on Yom Kippur?
Well, it's been banned today, hasn't it? Well, it's not banned, is it? Because it'll go ahead and get them out.
They'll carry on because they know when the left disagree with the police, they get violent. When the right disagree with the police, the police get violent. So seeing things like vans being walked past calmly at Tommy Robinson's rally in London versus vans being tipped over by Romanians and set on fire a few months before, it just shows what the police are up against with these absolute crazy people. Two-tier indeed, two-tier indeed. Well, we're here for the voice of everybody. And
found out where that lot were going last week.
yeah, they was
I
parked.
was going to the pub in Ditcham,
Yeah,
so I walked on.
but last week we followed them down at a distance. For those trying to say,
The port where they have that concert thing there.
I thought it was Beeston Showground,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. They were actually using the public car park at the cemetery, the Beeston Cemetery, that is designed for mourners. So maybe they're mourning Keir Starmer and the loss of the Labour Party. I don't know, but yeah, we're just here. This lady doesn't like the fact I'm filming and following the law. This gentleman refuses to wear his epaulets on the outside of his coat, even though this lady has put a vest on the outside. We're still trying to be intimidated, but it's not really working. But yeah, we're just here to share a voice of everyone today. What do you think of digital ID? Just a wave. The lefties, as usual, do not want to speak. They just want to wave their banners. Migrants make our NHS, stop scapegoating. I agree with that. Migrants do an awful lot of work in the NHS. Legal, welcome migrants who have come here through legal methods. So please do not be confused by these signs and do not conflate the two. Legal migrants are more than welcome. They do build our NHS. They fill the jobs that we don't want to. They pick the fruit in our fields. I can reach higher than you can stand, fella. So, as I said, we welcome migrants to our country when they come through safe and legal channels, not when they risk the lives of their women and children, if they do bring them at all, to... we'll just move over here because we're just being totally blanked out. So, the Lefty Defence Brigade are stopping us from trying to speak, stopping us from speaking to anybody. The few members on the right that acted that way, I have had a word with.
She really didn't like you, was she?
No. Wait, oh, this one here. This one here. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Anyway, this one here, she's had to try to have my videos taken down on multiple occasions, and then for showing her face, which is, I'm assuming, why she's come masked up today.
Is it a bloke?
No, it's a lady, I think. Well, I presume, you know, but no. That's it. But why? She's so. Well, Tommy Rock. I think
got an English thing.
that's it. I think it was. Well, I'm independent. I'll go between both sides. I'm here as a journalist, but yeah, I think he was thinking that you was associating with these people over here when I didn't. I think he did. But as we can see, lovely Union flag there on the jacket, and this gentleman has been on both sides of the protest. Well, on our side of the protest, well, on the Patriot side of the protest. I will get my words out eventually, for week after week. So now we've stopped trying to be accosted by signs. You had a better experience over there now, mate, yeah? Oh, I can't help everybody's behaviour, mate. I'm sorry. So, like I said, guys, I will stand up for the press on both the left and the right. I will stand up for everyone's freedom of speech and expression, not just my own, and not just push views that are my own. However, the lefties that have attended today, as in multiple weekends, do not want their views to be shown. Is it because by their paymasters they've been told to stop talking, because when you talk you make a fool of yourself and the cause? We give the lefties enough rope and they will hang themselves with it, as has been demonstrated on our video where, as she's been named in the comment, Olive from On the Buses told us we needed an education, and then I proceeded to school her and her husband, in my opinion. That video is on 25,000 views on Facebook, so I'm quite proud of that one. But yeah, if you want to see Olive from On the Buses, she was in our full video from Chesterfield. The last, hopefully, shaky video on this channel. So, yes, guys, it's been a quiet day. The rain has stopped now. The lefties will be making their way back. As the people are saying, that's it. The people of Long Eaton have at least got something to say. It has been peaceful today because the lefties aren't chanting, and once again they've left their drums at home. But once again they are here. So they are here to show support, but they do not know what they are supporting. They do not have a voice. Migrants make our NHS. That's fine. Please.
Never trust the lefty, never trust the lefty with your kids.
Chance of never trust a lefty with your kids. Maybe that reaches back to Keir Starmer's time at the Crown Prosecution Service, where he presided over the Jimmy Savile paedophile case and decided there was not enough evidence. Still lots of support for our guys. No matter how small our crowd is, we always have the more support. So the Patriots are here today, welcoming me, even welcoming the lefties over to share a minute's silence. And yet, more Patriots are arriving. It is gone 1 o'clock now, so the majority of people here are against economic migrants coming from France. Of course, can't speak for all of them, but that is mainly what is inside these hotels. So once again, guys, we are hard in the wind. Every now and then there's a gust and it just blows this gimbal for it. So hopefully, I've said a lot less shaky, but hopefully not too jarring with the wind blowing us about today. It is a strong wind and it has been quite cold, miserable and raining. So the fact that all of these local people have come out today to show their support and voice their opinions is amazing. And once again, same for the left, you've come out in your numbers, maybe 20, 25 of you, and you have shown at least support for your side if you have been unwilling to give a voice to the camera. Last week, my only intention was to document how far the left were coming to be here and show that they are walking further back to their cars than some people have walked to be here today. So, like I said, guys, I think we're going to take a little break from filming now. This is another 40-minute video, and I know I've got bits to tag on to this one as well. So we have been capturing a lot of footage today. Hopefully a lot clearer, a lot less shaky, whatnot. We'll check in the time. Have you got the time on your duck?
It's nearly 1:45.
Nearly 1:45. So I think I'm going to stop recording for a minute. We'll wait about 45 minutes. We'll see the lefties off and watch them trudge back to their cars defeated once again. Although there's no way I'm following them all the way back this time, guys. I know where they park, you know where they park. Breaston Breaston Cemetery. The public car park there designed for grievers to go and visit their loved ones' graves. That is the car park that these vile people are using to come and protest against the will of actual local people today. So like I said, guys, they'll be clocking off at 2:30. We'll bring it back then.
Just going to ask that.
I'm sure it'll be 2:30 again. They claim organisation, but we claim that's clocking off time. And when it's 2:30 every week, all members leaving together, they will have to pass this small group of patriots today when 2:30 comes around, as we are not separated on different sides of the road. These guys do normally have a gaggle, a little get together to tell each other and pat each other on the back, tell each other what a great job they've done by standing here silently. So we will try and capture that as the time approaches. We're not forced on the other side of a very busy road today, so we are being much more able to move to and fro from both sides of supporters. But as I said, guys, we'll bring that video back. I'm going to wrap this one up now, see what happens as the lefties leave, and bring you anything that unfolds that's actually newsworthy. Peace out, and we'll see you probably in around half an hour.